Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on second down, Tannehill. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
The Buccaneers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Tannehill. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
He was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On third down, Fournette.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run the option here on first and 10.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Tannehill now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Tannehill. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Allen, and he'll be out right at the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming up here, looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Allen. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 77 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Fournette running right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Fournette. A beautiful fake. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up fourth down.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They're putting together a drive here in the 5 minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's Tannehill.
Open man is Duvernay.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of.
And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To throw again on second down. Allen, he gets this one to Boyd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And again, it's Allen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
taken at about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Allen takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. From the 36, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Allen. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Shifts by him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Koo now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Fournette, a first down carry.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Allen. His throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Tannehill. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Airing one out for Boyd. That's caught inside the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Forced out to, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 15. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And Tannehill's going to hang on to this. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Tannehill.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And that's complete to Shepard. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, Allen. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7. Allen. He completes it to Boyd.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown! Tylan Wallace from 4 yards out. And the Falcons drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Open man is Duvernay.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Here's Tannehill.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Complete right side to Otten.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. From the 31, Tannehill looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Tannehill throwing again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Allen. That's complete left side to Shepard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 116 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Coup for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So now the Bucs down by 7. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
Tannehill.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tannehill to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Atlanta, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.